legislation. I
I
say,
know.
get off the symbolic crack pipe, please. We were born at night, but not last night. We
Jesus.
have a love for poor people. We're following Jesus into the temple. Run out those money changers. Disclose that greed. Lay bare that indifference. That's what we do as brothers and sisters who are concerned about working people.
Now, you talked about Barack Obama and the promise that wasn't met of Barack Obama. And people don't even know what his record was. People don't know that he made the banks bigger. They wanted him to break them up. That he made the Bush tax cuts permanent. He made sure the bankers got their bonuses while he kicked 5.1 million families out of their homes during a similar economic downturn. He opened the Arctic to drilling twice. He built those cages that those immigrants were put in. He'd gas immigrants at the border. He deported more Hispanics than all the presidents combined since 1890. People have no idea that this was his record. And he took us from 2 wars to 7. And they did Libya, and he dropped more bombs. And they ran out of, Barack Obama dropped more bombs than George Bush. So I could go on and on like this all day long. But now his vice president is in charge, Dr. West. Now, how do we keep the left from going back to sleep and not being awake for all the crimes that we know are coming? And he's going to start at least 1 or 2 more wars.
No, and we should add, of course, those drones, oh man.
Yes.
Yes. Brother Bush dropped 45 drones on folk, and those were war crimes. Brother Obama dropped 563 drones on folk, including innocent folk like Bush. Those are war crimes. With a Nobel Prize in peace, okay. Those are war crimes. Same is true at AFRICOM in Africa, an expansion of that. And the assassination of American citizens without due trial. I mean, Republicans, libertarians, you don't kill people you have political disagreements with. I disagree with the Klan. I don't believe in going out killing the Klan because I have state power. Well, these people are terrorists. Klan's terrorists too. You don't do that if you're concerned with rule of law, you see. But of course, we have to acknowledge now, Brother Barack Obama, he's brilliant, he's poised, he's got a magnificent wife and magnificent kids. And as the highest level exemplar of Black success in a white supremacist society, it was hard to criticize him. That's why I was consistent, because I know Black folk.
Right.
I know Black people who are saintly. I know Black folk who are gangsters. We're human beings like everybody else. And from a moral and spiritual point of view, I'm just trying to tell the truth. So a lot of Black folk didn't want to say a word because he represents Black success. And it is. To be president of the U.S. empire is the highest level of Black success ever experienced in the country by anybody. But I'm not about just success. I'm about greatness. And my Bible tells me he or she is greatest among you will be your servant. My Bible tells me he or she who aspires to the highest level of moral and spiritual excellence will be he or she who's willing to tell the truth the way you've been trying to do. Bear witness to justice the way Martin and Malcolm and Fannie Lou Hamer and Ella Baker and John Coltrane and Curtis Mayfield and Nina Simone. We can go on and on. Gil Scott Heron. Those are the ones who are great. Not the successful ones. You can use your success for greatness. That's different. But if you're successful and then accommodate to militarism, can't say a word about poverty, don't hit mass incarceration, side with Wall Street, the meeting where he says, I stand between you and the pitchfork. That's what he told 13 head of Wall Street in March of 2009.
Yes.
I stand between you and the pitchforks. I want you to know I am with you. I will protect you. How many Wall Street executives went to jail? Not one. But let a working class
Right.
brother and sister, especially on the chocolate side, get caught with drugs, they're going straight to jail. You see, so he reinforced the words. It's no accident you got a Black Lives Matter movement under a Black president, Black attorney general, and Black Homeland Security cabinet secretary. All that Black formal power didn't translate into enhancing the lives of precious Black folk on the street, on the block. That's why we put pressure on politicians, Brother Dore. That's why it's important for you to keep raising your voice. Mm-hmm. If you got to shout, shout. You got to sing a song, a little Ashford and Simpson, sing a little Ashford and Simpson. If you got to crack your beautiful jokes that you do, crack those jokes. Use whatever gifts you have to make sure you are focusing on the least of these.